In a career that has spanned 5 decades, legendary sports journalist Dave Kindred covered the biggest events in sports, like Super Bowls, Olympic championship fights, and Masters tournaments. He wrote about the world's most iconic athletes, like Muhammad Ali, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan. But his most inspiring story yet might not come from a stadium with roaring crowds, instead from a small-town gym in Illinois. In his latest memoir, My Home Team, a sportswriter's life and the redemptive power of small-town girls basketball, Kindred captures the spirit and stories of the Morton High School Lady Potters basketball team, a team that, despite its size and scope, has profoundly impacted his life and his career. Joining me now is sports journalist Dave Kindred. Dave, it's good to meet you. Thanks so much for being here tonight. I got the book. This is a great read. With such a legendary career covering all those iconic figures and sporting events I just mentioned, you were inspired to write about the Morton High School Lady Potters basketball team. Tell us how that happened.
Well, it was not so much inspired as attending a game, saw a friend's daughter play, and after 50 years of being in press boxes and at courtside, I wanted to write something. Now I've been doing it for 14 years. I've probably written 500,000 words about this girls' basketball team, more than anything in my life, with the possible exception of Muhammad Ali.
What was it about the Lady Potters basketball team and the competition that drew you into this the way you've been drawn into pro sports?
Well, they were very good to start with, and I think at the bottom, all the great athletes, the good athletes, these are not elite athletes. They're elite high school girls. But at the same time, they have the ambition, they have the toughness, they have the drive, they want to succeed.
In the book you write, I understood my real reason for writing about the Lady Potters. They kept me alive. You say, not in the sense of giving me a reason to live, but they made it possible for me to believe I existed. People I loved were gone. The newspaper work I loved was gone. I refused to be gone, to be disappeared. Tell me about that feeling and what these sports-loving high school girls brought to you, clearly having you on the sidelines once they figured out who you were and what you've done in your life and your career. Must have been just so cool to have you there. But what did they do for you?
They gave me a community. I was afraid, as I said, newspapers, I love newspapers. I worked for newspapers for 50 years. Newspapers went away when I wasn't ready to go away. I didn't know that at the time. I thought I was retiring. But then I discovered that, gave me a community, gave me people, and I was at an age, I'm 82 now, but I was at an age when people were dying. My wife had a catastrophic stroke, had a grandson who died, my mother died. I needed to be with people. And being in that small gym, that's where I started as an athlete. That's where I started as a sports writer. My first job, Bloomington Pantograph, covering high school basketball. So it was like literally going home. That's where the title came from, My Home Team, because it became my home team.
And we just showed video of you up there on the ladder cutting down the net, which is really cool. I want to ask you one quick question before you go. I mean, you've had a legendary career in sports. Muhammad Ali, you talk about, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, Super Bowls, on and on and on. I've always thought as a journalist, every time I interview someone, I learn something from that interview about myself, about the person, about journalism, and that follows me to the next interview. I'm wondering, did interviewing any of those iconic athletes help you in interviewing any of these young women?
Every one of them. I never treated these girls any different than I treated Ali or Jordan or Tiger. They weren't eager to answer questions, but maybe I helped them learn how to answer questions. I was asking them questions that a professional sports writer would ask a professional basketball player. I wanted to know what happened. Why'd you do that? Why'd you make that spin move? Why'd you throw the pass out of bounds? I asked them serious questions. I treated it as serious basketball. I mean, I had fun with it. I hope the girls liked it. I hope the coaches liked it. But I had fun with it, and I treated them as seriously as I ever did anything.
Dave, thanks so much for joining us. The book is great. My Home Team, A Sportswriter's Life and the Redemptive Power of Small-Town Girls Basketball. It's available to purchase wherever books are sold. Nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you very much, Phil.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.